Today, let's play a very interesting game on credit cards rating, and specifically today let's cover on the CIMB credit cards of Singapore. Now I know CIMB is a Malaysian bank, but in Singapore they do have a branch as well, and some of the credit cards offered are really good. So today let's rank some of them. So how it goes is that if you have played arcade games before, you will know that the S tier is the top tier, right? Must get super value, and then maybe at the D tier we will be like don't waste time, don't even lay your hands on it. So somewhere between we have A, B, C ranks. So like S tier is the highest and D tier is the lowest. And why am I covering CIMB credit cards this time is because firstly, I don't have a credit card review for CIMB credit cards yet, and secondly, SingSaver has launched a recent promo with CIMB where you could get as high as $330 as a new user, or you could get an Apple Watch SE second generation if you prefer that as well. So I think that's a record high for CIMB credit card sign up offer. So if you're interested, do refer to the referral links down below. But the terms and conditions is that you need to be a new to CIMB bank customer, which means that you have not held CIMB credit cards for the past 12 months, and you need to make a minimum spend of $988 within 60 days of card approval. But you know, the main exclusion of these terms and conditions is that AMAZE transactions are not qualified. Okay, so if you are pairing your MasterCard to AMAZE CIMB MasterCard, then they will not be eligible for the sign up category bonus. But you see, the good thing about CIMB credit cards is that all of their credit cards do not charge an annual fee. So for those who are worried about paying annual fees, whether banks are able to waive it for you, then you won't have such issue with CIMB credit cards because all of them do not charge an annual fee. You can just use it indefinitely. So let's start off with the first credit card, which is the CIMB World Mastercard. So this card highlight is that it gives you 2% unlimited cashback on eligible categories with a minimum spend of $1,000 per statement month. And then if you spend below $1,000, then you get 1% cashback. The eligible categories have 4 of them. Firstly is wine and dine. So wine and dine will be like your bars, your clubs, your restaurants. So your dining options, eating places, all this will give you unlimited 2% if you spend above $1,000, right? And then the second category is movies and digital entertainment. So this will include like your theaters, your games, your audiovisual media. And thirdly is taxi and automobile. So these are more like your car repair shops where you need to buy spare parts or car maintenance services. Then you can use your CIMB World Mastercard for 2% unlimited cashback. And the last category is the most interesting one, which is luxury goods. So this will include like your jewelry stores, your luxury handbag retail stores, your watches. All these are very expensive items, right? So it's very good to use CIMB World Mastercard on that because you get 2% unlimited cashback. So you see, the main reason to apply for this World Mastercard is that if you really have such luxury spending, especially when they are in thousands of dollars, then it's very important to get enough cashback, right? And 2% uncapped unlimited cashback is where the specific use case is. Now, if you want to go overseas to Europe to buy a luxury handbag from their retail chains, right, like LV, like Gucci, Chanel, all this, then you realize that you will be charged a foreign currency transaction fee. And that's where Instagram AMAZE card will come in, because it will help you save on those FX fees, charging you a relatively low spread and giving you 1% cashback in overseas currency transaction as well. So you can pair your CIMB World Mastercard to the AMAZE card so that you can enjoy such privileges: low FX spread, low foreign currency transaction fee, and also 1% cashback on that. So you have to pair it with the AMAZE. But remember, AMAZE is excluded from the sign-up offer of CIMB $330. So you cannot use AMAZE for qualifying that category, yeah? Remember that. So I'll give CIMB World Mastercard an A tier because there's a specific use case for this card, specifically on luxury retail spending. And I think that so far this card will be the best fit for people who are doing such purchases. Okay, not so much on wine and dine, automobile, taxi, or even movie theaters and all this, right? Because all these, I feel that you can get 4 miles per dollar or 5 to 6% cashback on other credit cards already. So no point spending it on CIMB World Mastercard to get just a measly 2% cashback. But otherwise, for luxury retail spending, I think this card is an A tier for it. But some of you may think that 2% cashback is too low for you. So how to actually bump up those free money? Then you can take a look at our sponsor. You know, there are some really bad news right now because the core inflation in Singapore announced by MAS has risen to 5.1%. But you know, the good news is you can now sign up for Moomoo account using my referral link in the comments, or you can actually scan the QR code right here. And I still can't understand why some of you haven't signed up yet, because once you have deposited $2,700 as your initial deposit, you can get a $40 cashback coupon and also one chance to spin the stock wheel, and you can get up to one free Amazon stock. Now, if you want a really good reason to use Moomoo, you'll be glad to hear that they will be offering 0 commissions for all US stocks and ETFs forever. And at the same time, they're offering 0 platform fees for the first year. And even after the first year, the platform fee is just 0.99 per order. With the Moomoo app, you also get real-time data of the market as well as live prices, you know. And you know that's quite important, right? Because these features in some other brokers are actually chargeable, and Moomoo is giving it to you for free. Now, even if you are a full-time student right now and you don't have a lot of money to do the initial deposit, Moomoo is lowering down the requirements for students because they just need to deposit $1,000 and they can get the same sign-up rewards as per other working adult users. So hurry up, use my referral link down below or scan the QR code to sign up for your Moomoo account right now. Alright, the next entry-level credit card from CIMB is the CIMB Visa Signature, which requires 30k of annual income for you to sign up. Now, this card actually has a very high cashback rate of 10% headline cashback, and it is very specific on the categories to get 10% cashback, which are online shopping, groceries, beauty and wellness, pet shops and veterinary services, and cruises. I've covered this card before in my highest cashback credit card video, but you see, the main thing of this card is that it's not on the category. I think the categories are fine, but it's that it imposes a cashback cap on each category. You know how much cashback cap? That is $20 per category. And that means that in order to hit your $20 cashback, your max effective spend is only $200. $200 is also not a problem, but you see the card has a minimum spend required of $800 in order to earn that 10% high cashback rate. So you see, you have $800 of minimum spending, you only have 5 categories, and out of the 5 categories, each cashback cap is at $20. And then you look at the eligible categories. What are you mostly qualified for? Maybe online shopping, yes, you can spend $200. Groceries, yes, easily $200. Beauty and wellness, I give it to you lah. $200, you can spend it on pharmacy, you can spend it on beauty service and products and all that. But where is your next $200 going to come from? Unless you have a pet lah. I don't know how much is pet maintenance. Maybe $200 is reasonable per month, but $200 definitely cannot spend every month on cruises, right? So for this CIMB Visa Signature, I'll give a B tier rating. Although it has a really high cashback rate of 10%, I think it's very difficult to hit it at the max effective level. I think at most, you can hit like $600 of eligible categories, then the rest of the $200 you can only spend it on other categories or overspend in those eligible categories. So I think the effective cashback is somewhere around 7% level, because if you can hit like $600 of eligible spending, you get $60, right? $60 out of the $800 spending is still a good 7.5% cashback, which I think is not bad too. So I'll give it a B tier rating. So if you find all these categories too complicated for you, these eligible categories and whatnot, then maybe come to my Telegram group, because I will have experts and pros to help you out, advise you what are the best ways to look at this eligible spending kind of thing in my Honey Money SG Telegram group. Okay, the last credit card for today will be the CIMB Visa Infinite or Infinite. How do you pronounce that? Comments down below. So this Visa Infinite card will give you unlimited 2% cashback on travel spend, on overseas foreign currency spend, and even online spend in foreign currencies. So there's like very little use case for this lah, because if you know that it's a Visa Signature card, it cannot be paired up with Instagram AMAZE, although it gives you unlimited 2% cashback, and even in foreign currency you get 2%, right? But don't forget that foreign currency tends to have a bank charge or bank fee at around 3.5%, so that will eat up into your cashback. So you're better off using like Instagram AMAZE for that. But well, the main draw of this Visa Infinite card is that it gives you 3 complimentary airport launch passes every year. And don't forget that this card has no annual fee, because all CIMB credit cards has no annual fee. So essentially, if you have applied for this card, you are getting 3 airport lounge passes every year for free. You can go to a VIP airport lounge and relax before your flight or even when you're connecting to other flights. But you see, the main draw of this card is that it requires you to have 120,000 worth of annual income before you are qualified to apply for this card. So for those employees who are earning below 120,000, you are not eligible to apply for it. But fret not, because they also have a requirement where if you put in $50,000 into their fixed deposit with CIMB, it could act as a collateral for you to apply for this CIMB Visa Infinite card. And you know that fixed deposit rates right now in Singapore is really high, right? If you look at CIMB fixed deposit, it's not too bad either, close to 3%. So I think if you are in for those 3 airport lounges and if you don't have 120,000 worth of annual income, then maybe consider putting 50,000 into CIMB and get this Visa Infinite card for your free airport lounge. So I'll give this card an S tier rating because it's definitely a must get. It's free, right? You don't have to pay money for it. In fact, if you don't hit the annual income, you can put in fixed deposit 50,000 and it's yours. Now, the main downside is that this card is not a must card. Otherwise, it would just be an SSS tier. You see, because if it's linked to MasterCard, it can be unlimited travel cashback, and at the same time, foreign currency also get the cashback, right? So that's the disappointing part, man. If it's really a MasterCard, then I will give it a SSS tier, must get, super get. So yeah, here are my 3 reviews, 3 ratings for this CIMB credit cards. And remember to sign up before the deadline to get your $330 worth of sign up offer with SingSaver. Now, if you feel that after you've signed up for this card, you don't know where to spend your money on to hit the minimum $988 worth of spending, then you can watch my previous video where I show you how you can spend on categories to hit the minimum spend for sign up offers.